and welcome to the Tuesday Lunchtime live stream. I'm your host, Christiana, and today is one of those. Today is a day. Let me just say that. So here's kind of what's been going on. Lots of action happening, which is good on the business front. I woke up. It's a usual time, what's become my usual time, which is really cool. Hey, Adam, how are you? How's it going? Good to see you. So I woke up at 7:30 with the intention to record a video for my Wallet Life channel, and I got that all done, and now I'm watching it back, and I don't like it. I'm like, this is terrible quality. Like the lighting is horrible, and the audio is not the greatest. Even though I tried, I was using the fancy Yeti microphone. It wasn't good. So I'm like, do I publish it? And I'm going to just get it out there because the name of the game is keep it moving. Just keep it moving, keep creating content, throw it all at the wall and see what sticks. So that is the name of the game. But I'm like, I woke up early, I put everything aside just to get this done and this one video done. And I'm like, well, now I don't like it. So that's just kind of what happens. But again, name of the game is keep it moving. Okay, so that's what's been happening with me lately. So there you got it. So as a result, I pushed kind of everything else that I have to do, that I like to do for myself to kind of stay on top of life administration in general. I pushed that all off. So I thought we'd take this time to do that together and kind of show you what I did. So these are the notes that I took on that video. I'm like, okay. I don't expect it to do well. I could be pleasantly surprised. Always leave room for hope. So that's something I'm trying to remember. All right, so let's get to it. I have not yet set up my calendar for this week. This is the Sprouted planner that I use and love. Discount code down below. The code is Wallet Life for 10%. It's 10% off your first order. With them, I love this planner a lot because it's very, very basic. 15% off your first order. It's just very simple, and I adore it. And it has a full week on one page and no split week and a full weekend, which is awesome. Okay, so what I like to do is keep track of my business and personal goals, and something else that I've started doing is I'm looking for a pen, being very specific in my health goals. And it's taken a lot of trial and error, but I have come to a place where, because I'm testing my blood glucose, my blood sugars, and I've come to a place where those numbers are finally starting to look good. My fasting glucose number has been under 100. How many days? 1, 2, 3 days the last week, which is really good. So I've been tracking how much protein I've been eating relative to the carbs, and I'm trying to figure out what the magic ratio is. Every time I think I have it dialed, not so much, but it's really just focusing on getting that protein. And I aim for at least 120 grams a day, which is not easy. Like I have to work to get it in. All of this ties into my business journey because the better you feel, the better you act. However, I will say that the more you're doing, the harder it is to make health a priority because it's like you only have so much room in your life for priorities, right? So ebbs and flows, but I just aim to keep track when I can. So I know what I need to do at any given time. And I have these items set up. So let me go ahead and list out my tracker for the week. I use trackers on my phone to keep the numbers, and then I write the numbers in my planner so I can see them at a glance. I am such a visual paper, pen and paper, pencil paper kind of girl. This really helps. So I use this little section right here for the week, and I set out, because there are 7 boxes, I just set out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Something else I've been doing regularly is meditating in the morning, which is really nice. been getting back to it. So all I do for that is just 5 minutes either in silence or listening to a recording that Brendan Burchard had put out on a podcast of the Moses Code music, which is said to be, there's something with like, say like Kabbalah and numbers and significance. I just listen to it because it's very calming. And it really helps me to center throughout the day. Gratitude. Water. Oh, that's been a struggle. Cardio. Strength. Protein, carbs, blood glucose. What else am I tracking? Oh, wake up. So, in an interesting turn, a couple weeks ago, I'd mentioned that I was setting myself out on a 30-day challenge. That challenge started on Wednesday, the 29th of, oh yes, Mr. Safety Forever, you're looking into the benefits of meditation. They're huge. Meditation is amazing. Cannot say enough wonderful things about meditation. It's just actually doing it that's important. So just the practice of being mindful. If you're someone that tends to have racing thoughts and you have a lot of thoughts, if you tend to think a lot, sometimes overthink, I mean, meditation is universally just amazing. Excuse me. However, again, it's just setting out the discipline to actually do it. I find that is the most challenging. Oh, nice. Wonderful. So, as usual, kind of working on the side here. And let's go. How are you guys doing? How are you doing on your goals? What is going on? There. So when it came to producing more content, which was certainly one of my goals, that worked. Hello, Fruga. Do you think you're going to be on retirement quickly? What moment, according to you? So if you're asking how I'm doing with my early retirement journey, not so great at the moment. Right now, where I am at the process of simply making plans not to go further into debt. Because, again, there were a bunch of expenses that came up quickly with very little time to plan. And I think that, say my age. Hey, Stephen, how are you? Certainly didn't make, I don't want to say didn't make that any easier, but it was just a compressed time frame. So am I heading toward early retirement? That's always the goal. Does it look like I'm making much progress in that? No. So Fruga, as far as when exactly, and I'll do an update on my updated timeline to retirement. It is sobering. Let me look at my financial independence, retire early, calculator. That would be interesting. So I'm checking that out. So for the number, my number is roughly 750. If I keep contributing at this 40 degrees, yeah, plus 40 Celsius, right? That's got to be pretty hot. If I keep contributing at this rate, I don't even want to look at it. It's not pretty, actually. Actually, let me update this because I am contributing approximately $6,600 from my work-sponsored IRA, and then personally, it's not a lot, but I'm contributing $70 Let's make it 72. 72 times 12, $72 a month to my IRA. So that's 864. 66, but let's round up to 900 equals really okay. 7,500. Not a lot. How many years from today? When is my approximate early retirement date? And this, ideally, this will grow. Oh, good Lord Almighty. So 23 years from now. Hey, Anthony, how is it going? 23 years from now, if I continue on my on this current trajectory, if I don't make any less money than I'm making right now with compounding, my early retirement date is 23 years from now. So I'm 39 now, 23 plus 39, and that's just in my retirement. 39. I'll be 62. So that was a good question, Fruga, to have my updated financial independence number. So I will put that in the timestamps here. Fire age, updated fire age. And that's assuming two things. Number one, if I don't put anything else, it will take 23 years. If I don't contribute anything else, 55 years. Yes, that's great because of penability. Is that a pension fund? Forgot 23 years. Let me put it here. I'm not sure how that works in France. And that's not including any Social Security or anything like that. So that would be my retirement plan plus any Social Security benefits, which I don't believe you can. I think you can start at 65, but you get more if you wait till 70, which now people are living till 90, 95. So it's actually not that bad at all. So that's assuming, again, two things. That number one, I don't make any less money than I'm making right now, considering I'm pregnant, may change. And number two, that I keep contributing at the same level. It could go up, it could go down. There's always kind of a possibility both ways, right? Actually, what is my current 49,140? I don't even know if my portfolio is returning that. I know that it's not returning that. I actually haven't checked my 401k lately, simply because it's a little sobering because everything's in funds, just in straight up index funds. So actually, darn it. Trying to log in. I don't remember my passwords. Oh, maybe. Was that it? Let's see. Okay. All right. Not bad. Not as bad as I thought. Not great, but not terrible. Certainly not. Oh no. Certainly not what I thought. So I have to adjust that. Sylvia, you can start Social Security at 62. Healthcare starts at 65. You think I will succeed? Thank you. Appreciate that vote of confidence. Let's hope. Here's the thing is that life must forget would I like to meet anything. Sylvia, thank you. I really appreciate that. Would I like to meet any of the financial independence people? Not really. There's no one really in the financial independence community that I think that I would like to meet. I have to adjust this down because it's only worth that much. All right, so I lie. It would take about 24 years, not 23. That's not bad. That's really not. So again, what I'm looking at based on my financial independence calculator, which is for sale in my Etsy shop, and that's something that I really do stand behind because it's helped me so much. Like just what I'm able to do right now is really, really effective. Yes, there will be terrible years. Yes, there will be really good years. It's just kind of writing it out for the long term that makes the biggest difference. And it's the actions that you do consistently that have the biggest effect. Stephen, in your mind, you're completely right off Social Security. Exactly. Thinking you'll never see a dime. Exactly. So it's interesting. I have some people in my life that are living off of Social Security, but also work. So it's kind of like a nice bonus, but certainly not something that I would want to count on at all. So I hear that for sure. Really, oh, that's very awful. Sorry, guys, once again, doing some work stuff. Okay. So after that kind of interlude to check in on my financial independence goals, I'm going to continue updating my planner. So what I like to do at the top here in this section is put a quote. So yesterday's quote was, oh, I like this one from Pele, the soccer player. Success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. And that's so true, is it not? So let's find a quote for this week. 33, update it that way. Oh. Okay. All right, let's go back to, all right, find a quote. So my focus just continually is on the business and increasing income. So quotes. Financial set point. Inspiring budget quotes. It's interesting, from a blog called Atypical Finance. That's actually an idea for a blog post that I could do, inspiring money quotes and how you can use them. Becoming rich is, yeah, it's very true. Becoming rich is hard, staying broke is hard, choose your hard, sure. Money is a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as a driver. From, I don't know, I'm not sure how you say your name. Anne, A-Y-N, Rand, Ayn Rand. I've heard it both ways. Right. Martin Luther King Jr., you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Interesting. I wonder if that's actually Martin Luther King Jr. Let me look up that quote. Yes, it is. Good. Bruga, did my company struggle during COVID? No, not really. You feel sad thinking about rich people who had to sleep in their car? They were rich. I mean, because my company was digital, we actually did quite well during the lockdown. We are doing right now, we're taking some active steps right now. But overall, I think the digital marketing space is a good space to be in. So outlook is positive for the company overall. Okay. I don't know why that's a different color. It shouldn't be. Ooh, that's annoying. Sorry, guys, I'm putting together a client email as I hang out with you. So the positive thing was that I got up and got the work done. And that's this month, the month of July, has actually probably been the best month for me as far as work goes. As far as output goes, what I've been doing to take the steps I need to take in order to generate the income I need to generate. I haven't been generating the income I want to generate, but I've been doing more outreach. So that's a positive. So I will take this Martin Luther King quote, which is take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. I like it. Take the first You don't. The whole staircase. Just take the first step. That's all. Martin Luther King Jr. Nice. Okay. That just makes me feel better right off the bat, having that set up. Okay, and then I fill in my work, 9 to 5. And what I had been doing was charting positive things that I had done. At the end of each month, doing kind of in the month wrap up, positive things that had happened at work and challenges that I'd faced at work. And that was a huge help when it came to my annual reviews. So if anyone else is looking for that, I actually heard that here on YouTube. An engineer was talking through her, like kind of a just out of college engineer was talking about her process and how she filled in her planner, and that was how that helped. Okay. All right. And then I go back for the rest of what I do in my planner. I go back and I write down things that I did, which again is really helpful to look back on if I wonder what I did on a particular day. I also keep, it used to be more regular with this, but I used to write 500 words a day in a Word doc just as a discipline. And I realized they weren't really, it was kind of useless. So I tried to transition that. I was actively working on transitioning that to be a little bit more useful in writing articles for the website. That kind of fell off as well. So what I'm doing now is just kind of filling in my planner, and I'll jot down important notes in my Word doc as necessary. Okay. So annoying. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we're doing a website update project, and it's very labor intensive and time consuming. But we'll get there. So actually over the weekend, I do want to fill that in because I had some fun over the weekend. So Saturday, we went on a long bike ride. I took a prenatal yoga class, which was great. Oh, hey, forgot your video with a big giggle. And then I walked for 45 minutes on the treadmill. And then I went on a bike ride, which is really exciting. My husband has actually 3 really nice bikes. We took 2 of them down, been riding along the river, which is a lot of fun. We went uptown last weekend, so we went downtown this weekend, which is really, really cool. And I think good for me to kind of get used to that stamina that it takes to generate. So I got a super huge marathon coming up in about 8 weeks. So that's what we did over the weekend, and then on Sunday we went to that barbecue. Um, that was a really good weekend. Yeesh. All right, so I feel a little bit more set up for the week. That's that, and we're coming up on 25 minutes. You guys watch me set up. I went from nothing to now I have a little bit more I filled in last week, and then that's what I have for this week so far. What I see, my calendar, my planner filled in, it makes me feel like I'm on top of what's going on in my life and the milestones I want to be hitting, things I want to be doing, particularly in regard to fitness and earning money and increasing my income. Those are my two goals. And then relationships are in there too, certainly. And then taking care of myself, obviously. So, right along health and that, really important. So, being able to see, okay, well, I did my cardio these 5 days, I did my strength training these days. I did actually not do much strength. So, I was trying to set out a schedule for myself and do, okay, say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I do Tracy Anderson, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I do the Bloom Method or prenatal yoga class. The Bloom Method is another sort of prenatal toning program. So that's the plan. All right, guys. So that's what I got for you today. You're greatly enjoying, yes, bicycling and speed walking, both low impact. Yes. I hadn't ridden much before. I think the last time I rode was maybe 3 years ago, but I'm really enjoying it. I think it's excellent exercise. Really, really good for that. So just an update on my waking up before I need to be awake journey. It's been going really well. I started it the 29th of June and it's now the 12th of July. And I've been doing well. And I've gotten up before I needed to be up, so around 7:30, which for some people is like, just normal life, like that's sleeping in. So I understand that. But for me, that's earlier than I need to be awake. And I had been waking up, 5 minutes before I needed to be online. So for me, that's a big improvement. So baby steps there. But I've been using that time to A, set my mind, and B, today I used it to work. It doesn't always guarantee success, but it does guarantee that you are working the plan. We plan plans, not results. Running those, what are they called? Experiments. Let me go down to my business plan, running growth experiments. So that's what I'm doing right now, is running growth experiments. That's what we got. Alrighty, guys. That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being part of this live stream. If you are listening on the replay, thank you so much for listening. I hope that you are working on your goals and getting after them, just working your plan. That's all you can do. We only plan plans. We don't plan results. We have no control over the results. All we can control is our own actions. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you will keep watching. Bye.